Do.
All right, welcome back, everybody, for the next episode of Tilton the Scales. I'm your host, Nathan Logan. I got both my co-hosts, Walter Hall and Chet Bowen, back with us. How's your week's gone so far? It's a Thursday. We're getting this done early so we can all have date night on Friday. So how's everybody doing?
I'll start. Great week. Like my daughter cheered for basketball. My son, I had to pull him again, second week in a row for playing quarterback because we were doing really well. Got some backups in who also did really well, so it was super fun for me as a coach. Great week in general.
Nice, nice. Wally?
Ah, Tough week in the office. It's been a long week. It's been a hard week. Happy to be inching closer to the weekend, inching closer to vacation. 6 work days away. Not that I'm
Yeah,
counting.
yeah. Is work crazy because you're trying to prep for your vacation, or is
No,
it
no,
you
has
prepping for
one
some
has nothing to do with the other.
inspections?
The only connection is that that's the light at the end of my tunnel. That's the only connection to my work week. I haven't even had a chance to start planning for my vacation or getting ready. It's just like dealing with the next crisis in front of me.
Are you prepping for like some inspections, or like what's going on? Just
I'm not
craziness.
going to get into it. I'm not going to get too far into it, other than to say it's just one thing after another.
All
It's been a
right,
busy couple of weeks. It's been a busy couple of weeks.
all right. Well, I'm glad you could find time to get on, and hopefully this will decompress you and take your
That's what I'm
mind
hoping
away from
for.
that.
That's what I'm hoping for. I'm ready to talk some Patriots. Because
Although I
boy,
kind of
I'm
want
ready
to
to talk some Patriots.
get you all fired up. I'm not. I said we'd start
Oh, you
with
don't have to work
Patriots,
hard. I'm
but
fired up. I'm fired up. I'm
Me
excited.
too. Me too. I'm fired up too. Nate, what's your week? Before we get into it, what's your week been like?
my week's been good. It's cold here. It's been, 50s.
Jesus
So
Christ, man.
it's been chilly. Other than that, the week's been good. No
We're not far
complaints.
off. It's been high 30s. It's been rainy all week, so it's been like 39 and
Yeah,
raining.
most of the snow in my yard is gone, which is
Yeah.
fantastic.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's crazy. All right, so let's get started on the topic that we're all wanting to talk about. The Patriots win. They beat the Chargers. I mean, it was up in the air. I think both again. I text you guys in the group chat. I think we agreed, and you guys owe me some money. Maybe we didn't agree. We talked about it, and anyway, uh, I know you guys are still bitter about the whole fantasy championship, and now with you guys owing
Fourth
me
week in a row,
money
we're going to talk
for.
about your fantasy championship.
Just wait till that bell comes in. It'll be probably, it
Jesus
might be behind
Christ.
me. I might change the camera angle because it'll be part of my attire while we're,
Carried
while
over your
we're,
shoulder
I'm
one
a little
episode.
upset.
yep, yep, the whole
Why did
episode.
this, why did this thing not exist when I won? Because I was the
No,
inaugural champ. I'm a little
we
confused.
have to say-
A little confused.
I'm surprised you didn't suggest it, like I would have
You're
gone
the
in on it.
commissioner.
I would have convinced Wally to put some money in on it too. And I would have said this is your dues next year or something, and then I would have won nothing. I would have won nothing, literally, except possession of said belt that doesn't exist yet because it hasn't been received. But you when it is received, you guys will grasp
Oh,
the
I'm sure.
concept
I'm
and
sure.
probably dislike me even more, but it's okay.
I'm going to set a line next week. I'm going to set a bet, like an over under, and how far into the episode it takes us for the two of you to mention that you won the championship the last 2 years. Like it was less than 5 minutes this episode. It's been less than 5 minutes each of the last four episodes, and
Yeah.
there's really no end in sight. We're going to be in mid-July talking about the two of you winning the last two goddamn fantasy football championships, and I'm sick of it. I am sick of it. If we
Well,
never
Well,
mention fantasy football again, it'll be too soon.
yeah. Well, I get that, but can anybody beat the inaugural champ?
You sons of
well,
bitches.
I mean, yeah, I think we both did this year, but I mean, just like
Fair.
the Philadelphia Eagles, you did not repeat. So, I mean, It's all good. I have my chance next year when things start off, but
Walter's Wild
we'll
team
we'll,
had some good players this year. I'm not
we'll
going to joke.
stop
Like
we'll
that was some
stop
good stuff.
discussing my success in fantasy football, and we'll talk about the Patriots' success in
Let's
playoff
go.
football. All right.
Go.
They played the Chargers. It looked real ugly early. The Chargers were probably I won't say that, they lost the game more so than we won the game. We definitely played the way that we were supposed to play and what we expected. I have some reservations again about Josh McDaniels, and I have a challenge for him specifically, not him, but you guys as fanboys and what we need to see next week, coming up this weekend. But they did what they needed to do to win. I think our defense played. Our defense balled out. There's no questions about that. Like they had some quirks, some things that they needed to work on. I don't think Gonzalez played as well as he could. Uh, he did go out with an injury, but overall, they did what they needed to do to win. I think my pick was 21-3 was my pick. I was the closest one. You both had it, both teams in the 30s, I think, which I would have
Yep.
loved to see that.
Yep.
Wouldn't have been upset as long as we win. Wanted to see some more offense. We left a lot of plays on the field on the offensive side of the ball.
No doubt.
But I'll let you start, Chet, with your reaction to the game, and then I'll add my 2 cents, and then Wally can add all of his 50 cents in.
Sure. I will say this. Drake May, love the guy, but the wide receivers are wildly underestimated because he threw a couple throws. Like I know what making a throw is. He threw a couple throws that were like a little off base. Specifically the long throw to Keyshawn Moody, and Keyshawn had to come back to it, reach up and grab that thing. I
Great
do
catch.
give Greg May credit for understanding that there was a high safety and there was a cornerback. Like I get that, but like it wasn't quite on point, and he did that. I think that Drake May earns the right though for his team to come out for him and make some plays. So I want to see him step up this week and show his teammates that he is what we all think he is, which is the MVP of the league. But man, our defense, goddamn, the amount of things they did to make this work. They were finally on the field. Spillane, Williams, that was amazing to see that all come together. So we need that this week for sure. I think we win this week. I'll be there. I think we win this week, but it's not going to be easy. We're in divisional playoffs. This is big boy country.
Yeah, Wally, what'd you see? Anything?
Yeah, I saw the same. I mean, we're sloppy, right? We didn't protect the ball particularly well. Our offensive line was abysmal. Drake May was scrambling for his life, and he turned a lot of that into a significant running game in his part. Probably his best pure running game that I've seen in recent memory.
Yep.
Some of it designed, some of it by scramble. Yeah, we're going to need more of that this week, but that's a conversation for later in the episode. But again, I think it was the defense, right? And I said it last week when we were making predictions about where we needed to step up. I said it was the defense. Our guys are coming back. I think we're going to put pressure on the quarterback. I believe it was Chet that kind of scoffed and said, really? We haven't done that all year. And what did I say? I said, yeah, we're going to do it. Behind Milton Williams, we're going to need to do the exact same thing. Our defensive line put pressure on the ball. They held the line. I agree with you, Nate. Our secondary didn't play particularly well. We're going to need them to step it up. But I think that we have a lot of room for growth. We did not play well offensively. Drake May did not protect the ball. It was one of his worst halves in a while. That first half was just ugly. He made up for it with some really good throws in the second half, and you hope that they continue to grow from that. You have every reason to believe he will. As far as Strickland, it's hard for me not to kind of morph into against the Texans. So I'm going to stick to the game last week. I think it was the story of how poor that offensive line was, how solid our defense played. Our offense is going to really where we need to see more improvement from them. I was not impressed overly, except for outside of Ramondre Stevenson, who's a beast. I'm so glad they didn't listen to the three of us and cut him at the beginning of the year when we were screaming out they should cut him, because like, let's be honest, the role
I
he's
didn't
played
say
over
that.
the last few games has been nothing short of outstanding.
Yeah.
He breaks at least one big run per game. He's run hard. He catches the ball way better than I like this whole season in terms of his route running ability in his hands. Like, I feel like he's made, which is kind of odd for what, 5-6 seasons in, for the growth I've seen in terms of him ability to catch the ball this year. That's a huge part of our offense, and we're going to need it to continue to be a huge part of our offense. I was impressed. It was a fun game to watch. It's playoff football, right? It was exactly what I wanted to see. It wasn't nearly as fun as any of the rest of the games, but it's playoff football behind a strong defense. I enjoyed the shit out of that game, and I'm excited for this coming week.
Yeah, I agree that, Drake May, one of not his best half, the first half of that game, had a couple turnovers. There's, a few reasons for that, in my opinion. That was his first playoff game. There is a difference between the speed and the intensity in regular season and playoff games. I think he adjusted well to it, but it could have cost us the game, in all honesty. Like, he had two fumbles that were crucial, meaning if our defense wasn't as good, didn't play as good, we would have been down 14-0 pretty quickly, and it didn't happen that way, thankfully. But he's got to protect the ball better. I think after a week of preparation and after a game, to be critical of him is fair, because he probably has that coming at him from the coaches. Like, I love his ability to move in the pocket, but because things are happening a lot faster, because it's the playoffs, he needs to tuck the ball and run. Like, if the play design isn't working, or the protection breaks down, he needs to tuck the ball, get 3 yards, get 5 yards, get down, whatever it is. But he can't maneuver in the pocket like he has been doing this whole year. Even though that's been successful, I'd rather see him, again, when he's maneuvering in the pocket, sometimes he has two hands on the ball, sometimes he doesn't. So if he can fix that and keep two hands on the ball when he maneuvers, then by all means maneuver in the pocket, because he's been elite at that. But he's also an elite runner when he pulls it down and runs, and I want him to do that more often than the coaches want him to, probably. Like, because that is a weapon, and that will change the outcome of the game. He was a leading rusher. I'm not really sure why. I think, again, that's one of my issues with Josh McDaniels. Ramondre was running the ball well. The offense was playing well when we were running the ball. The offensive line specifically, when we started passing and dropping Drake May back, our left tackle, our star draft pick, he's not 100%. He would have been done for the season if we weren't in the playoffs. So, I mean, he's not 100%. He was going up against their best pass rusher, like, and he didn't do all that bad, except that he was getting bull rush, and it was pushing him into Drake and causing, pressure issues. Like, he didn't have a bunch of holding penalties. He didn't get beat really badly. He was just getting manhandled and pushed into the quarterback, which obviously you don't want that. But it worked out well for us, because we played better than they did, especially in the second half. They made more mistakes than we did, or we capitalized on their mistakes. They didn't capitalize on ours. It ended up being our 38th postseason win, most in or second most in NFL history for any franchise. So, I mean, we did what we needed to do. I said before, I think again, no one is saying that we're going to beat anybody. I mean, no one has confidence in those players that wear our uniform, that wear the Patriots uniform, aside from the people in that building, which, again, I think we're just building on what we just did, and we're gaining confidence. And when we go up against the Texans, I think it's gonna be a battle. It's really gonna be a battle. We'll get into that after we talk about it, but didn't like the turnovers.
Can I say this about Booger McFarland? I was watching like PTI. We all know that show, right?
Sure.
And Booger McFarland was asked a question by Tony Kornheiser, like, "Hey, how does the Texans off defense line up against the Patriots offense because they're explosive, right?"
Hmm.
And Booger was like, and that guy has the right to have a national opinion. So let's be
Yeah.
straight about that, right?
Yeah.
He said, "Wrong question, Tony. That Texans defense is like it's like Muhammad Ali. And how do you match up against them?" And I love that because and they all let it go. That's bulletin board shit. I can't wait to see what happens because in my opinion, when Drake May was like the defense won the game for us, he didn't like saying that. There's no way he was happy saying that out loud. He was praising his team, but I think this guy is going to be an assassin. I think when I'm there next week, I think he's going to go out there and he's going to shred them. And that's just my instinct that says that. Analytically, I'm not sure, but my instinct says this guy has the talent to go do it, and I'm looking forward to seeing it.
Yeah, so let's move on to the next game, Pats versus Texans. That we everybody if the Houston Texans defense could win the game by themselves, everybody would pick the Houston Texans over the Patriots. There's no
Easy.
by everybody, everyone that talks outside of being a Patriots fan, like no one denies. Everyone says they're great. They're great. They're great, and they are.
They
They're
are.
elite. They're elite in their front four. They're elite in their linebacking core. They're elite in the secondary because they're physical. But we can offset that. That can be changed or taken advantage of by a good, just a good offensive coordinator. We do have a great offensive coordinator. I still think he is.
Best of all time. Best
Still
of all
think
time.
I
Okay, are we
still think
recording?
he
Holy
is.
shit.
He is, but I don't know if he's outsmarting himself. I don't know if the players just aren't executing the way that he wants them to, but he fails to do some things, but he's still a great football mind. That's probably what I should say. He hasn't proven, in my opinion, to be a great offensive coordinator this year yet. He's been good. He's been flirting with great, but the consistency of a great offensive coordinator is not there, in my opinion. And again, it he should be talking to Drake May this week, instilling more confidence in him because that's what the kid needs, right? You're right, Chet. He didn't. Of course, he needs. He's the leader of the team. He needs to praise his teammates and give credit to where credit is due. The defense won that game for us. He scored some points, but the defense won that for us because he put the defense in some unenviable situations with his turnovers, and the defense came out and balled and
Yeah.
didn't let the other team capitalize. So that's that's what we need them to continue to do. And if I were to put our offense and how many points they can score against the Houston defense versus the Houston offense and how many
Oh, the
points they
Houston
can score
offense.
against our defense,
Yep.
I'd say it's probably a
It's like
wash, meaning I think we can probably score 14 points. I hope that our defense can stop Houston from scoring 14 points. 14 points against that defense is going to be tough.
yeah,
And
Yeah.
I agree.
yeah.
I
I do
agree.
think we match up well against them. Like if we're gonna exploit them, it's going to be on the deep ball. I think that we throw. I think Drake May throws a really good deep ball,
Yeah, the
and
best
if
in the
we
league.
if we can exploit them quickly and not have to rely as much on the run because they are an elite run stopping defense and they're good on pass game too. But I think we match up well. I think if Drake May plays well or plays how he has for the majority of the year, we're going to have opportunities. And I equally don't trust their offense. Right, their offense is not good. CJ Stroud is not playing good football right now. He looks
Not.
lost out there. I think that we can hold them to a very low score. And I think equally that we have an opportunity to get one or two bombs or one or two of those home run plays that could be the difference in a game like that. Like I really think that if we're going to do something, it's going to be based on those big home run plays
I agree.
because they're going to stop us in the short game.
So I want what I want for our defense. All I want, throw some motion in there. Let's make CJ Stroud not, especially when he's in shotgun. that's the perfect time. Throw some motion in there so he doesn't know what's happening or what's going on. He might miss the snap. He won't this week. They're probably going to work on that all week long, right? But even though he'll focus on the snap, after the snap, he'll be confused with some motion or a safety coming in, like fake blitz, whatever it is. Like that's what I think this week has to be for us on defense. And on offense, I think we just have to do what we do. Drake May's a beast. Just get him confident, get him out there and say, go beat these guys. You're better than them. And then we do have some wide receivers that are underrated. I think Booty is underrated. I think even what if, I'm not saying this is going to happen, but what if we have an Efton Chisholm moment in this game? That's what we do with the playoffs. We bring some new guy in. We've done this for years. Some new guy that no one's expecting.
I can see a Kyle Williams big play.
What's that?
A big play from Williams. I could see that.
Oh, or Williams. Yes. Yeah, that's Kyle a good point.
Williams,
yeah, like Kyle Williams comes in. Like they don't know what's coming at them, who's good enough, but they're all hungry.
Man, I will admit I like the trick play that they use, even though
it didn't work. I like it too.
Who was throwing it?
Chisholm, wasn't it?
Chisholm to Drake May. I like it.
So upset he threw it over his head. Man, very bad throw. I hope they mix some more of that in. Josh McDaniels needs to prove that he is great with his game plan this week. Like
fair enough.
They need a great game plan and great execution to win against this defense. There's no doubt about it. Like, and again, I want Drake May again to be the leading rusher because he does not hesitate. I don't want him to try and maneuver in the pocket. If he feels pressure, I want him to take off. And because that is going to be a threat, and that will adjust. That the defense will need to make an adjustment on it.
So Nate, we're recording. If you see an offensive juggernaut of a performance from any offensive player, is Josh McDaniels the best ever offensive coordinator this week? If we win this weekend because of that, is Josh McDaniels the best ever in your opinion?
The best ever?
Yeah. Without Tom Brady, he does it again. I'm just asking because I've never seen that before from an offensive coordinator without a quarterback that they're used to.
I mean, yeah, he'd have to be up there. There's some really good offensive coordinators out there, though. Most of them have head coaching jobs now, but there's some really good offensive coordinators. Matt LaFleur is not one of them. Just so we're clear, he was involved with the 28-3 and a 21-point head start in this last weekend's game. So, he is not one of them. He is a great offensive mind, but he has, I don't know, he's got moments of greatness. But anyway,
the fact that we're still talking critically about Josh McDaniels week 2 heading into the second week of the playoffs is absolutely insane to me. We've had this conversation every single episode that we've had since preseason, and I just can't understand how we're still having this conversation. I think he mixes the ball up well. I disagree with you that I don't want Drake May to be our leading rusher for this simple fact. Like that would be indicative of like neither one of our running backs having a good game, and I think we need at least one of them to break a couple good runs. That's not to say I don't want Drake May centered plays. I don't want a ton of them. I don't want him getting creamed. This defense hits people hard, and I really don't want him getting injured. We have running backs for that. So while it's a nice tool to have, let's not overuse it, and let's not get him hurt. And for that reason, I'd rather see, again, if Stevenson, I think he could have a big game. I think we needed to. So I'd rather see him or Travion end up rushing. Being the leader.
Let me be more specific. I don't want Drake May to be involved in a bunch of design runs.
I thought that's what you were saying.
No, I don't want him to. If he feels like he needs to maneuver in the pocket, I want him to.
If it's breaking down,
the play design has broken down. Go take off, and then get what you can.
I thought you were saying
slide.
You wanted design runs for Drake May.
No. If that happens, then he will be the leading rusher. But if Josh McDaniels follows suit with what happened last week, he's gonna let Ramondre get 50 yards in the first series and then not go back to him. Like, I don't want that. That's what I mean by, like, he has yet to be prove that he's a great coordinator. Why when we're consistently beating the defense in one phase of offense, are you going away from that? Or when I say going away, it makes sense. After I run it 5 times and are successful, I've got the defense in a position where now they're up at the line of scrimmage and I can go over the top. But that doesn't mean you go away
they
from.
make it.
But
the defense makes
but
adjustments.
he doesn't come back to it. How many carries did Miranda have in the second half?
Dude,
I have no idea.
I want Drake May to run for 100 yards in this game. And I know I understand. Look at Josh McDaniels. He's injured, his elbow, his knee, everything. And you know what they say about him? He's going to win the Super Bowl. I want Drake May to be allowed, finally, to do what he knows he can do. The guy understands what he can do, and he's held back. Let him go do his thing. I swear, if we just let him go do his thing, we win this game this weekend.
He's not held
We
back.
want him to do his
Our
thing.
offense is centered around him. He's not held back. Like, he's the centerpiece of our offense. His ability to manipulate the calls of the line of scrimmage, like his ability to throw. Like, I mean, he's the centerpiece of our offense.
Josh McDaniels is the best offensive coordinator in the history of the NFL. I'm going to say that right now. But I'm saying that they're protecting Drake May, which they should, right? But we're now at a point where it's fucking go time. It's divisional playoff
what do you mean
round.
by that? How are they protecting? How have they been like conservative with Drake May? I don't understand that.
Josh McDaniels has done an incredible job of making him a pocket passer, stepping up in the pocket and throw first, run second. Incredible job. Incredible job. Now it's time that if you feel that it's not there, you run, because you can run over linebackers. You can do the same thing you can do the same thing that Josh Allen does. Easy. Just go do it. Josh Allen, though, is getting injured. I get that. But we're now in the playoffs. It's like fucking, it's nut cut time. It's like, let's go. Whatever it takes at this point is what it takes. You're not in the regular season preparing for the postseason. You're actually in the postseason. This is where you do it. This is where you do whatever it takes to get there, which is why I think we've seen some of those trick plays, the Josh McDaniels trick plays. We've seen them a little bit more lately because that's what he does.
We've always done that. Yeah, that's always been the Patriots thing.
Yeah, we hold it, and then it comes out.
Yeah.
Baltimore 14-0 twice, and we still win. Julian Edelman to Danny Amendola. Like, we remember all this stuff, right? So that's where we're at. But what we have now is the biggest weapon is Drake May running the football.
And I guess all I'm saying is that, like, I agree with that. Like, if that's what we have open, then we should do it. But we shouldn't abandon what got us here. And what got us here was a good balance where he ran it, sure, but he was primarily a throwing quarterback because he's got the highest completion percentage in the league, and he's a damn good throwing quarterback. So I think you got to find that balance, and it's going to be dependent upon the defense you're facing. And we've gone against blockbuster defense after blockbuster defense with no end in sight. Yeah, I hear what you're saying, but you got to have a balance in my eyes. And I do feel like throwing is a very important tool we have, and that should be and I think against this defense especially, it ought to be our primary point of attack.
Wait, explain that, because in my mind, throwing is super dangerous. They have an incredibly good secondary and safety group, as well as a great group up front. So
it's a group up front. I think they have an unbelievable defensive line who gets pressure on the ball. Like, it stops the run exceedingly well and gets pressure on the quarterback very, very well without having to blitz. So, like, from that perspective, I'm very concerned at how good that front is. And I do feel like I agree with you in the secondary, but boy, oh boy, we're good at passing the ball downfield. And if I had to pick one of the two, I'd go with his arm. I really would. I think that's our best shot at exploiting the defense, and that's a really good defense. So I'm just rolling the dice here because
I want you to be right.
Doesn't have another.
I want you to be right, but the kryptonite for that defense is when they come in, stop the run, and Drake May is like, "Fuck you." I'm going to go ahead and run outside right
Yeah.
now because you didn't expect this. I'm going to take it down. Or actually, Wally, to your point, he gets outside the pocket. He's running. They get scared. The safeties come in. He throws it over
And
top or
bang, and that's where he does that so
something like
well.
that. He does that so well. But
I can see
I want
all
to see
those
us
things
be like,
happening.
we're not afraid to lose him for the next game because all that matters is this game right now.
Yeah, I agree. I don't want him to play like that either. I don't want him to not tuck the ball and run when he feels pressure because
Like
he
Cam Newton in the
doesn't
Super
want.
Bowl. Cam Newton in the Super Bowl not going after a fumble. We don't want that. That's not what we want on our team.
Cam Newton has different opinions on that, but
Yeah, well, you know what? Cam Newton says Drake May is fool's gold, so that's why I'm going after him right now on this podcast.
We've seen Drake May blocking 40 yards
Yes,
downfield
we
as the
have.
only blocker in front of his running back. So Cam Newton can say what he wants, but when push comes to shove, he's out in front of the fucking running back blocking for him.
Hell
come on, what else do you want in a quarterback?
Cam Newton in the Super Bowl is like, oh, there's a fumble. I don't think I should jump on that because I might get injured. That's what I'm saying. Yeah. Let's go at it this week. Let's go.
Yes, I agree with you, Chet. We play for the next down, the next play. Doesn't matter what happens after that. But we want to play to win as well. And again, I don't want Drake May to be the leading rusher, but if he is a leading rusher, I feel like that increases our chances to win.
Whatever it takes.
Again, he can. I don't necessarily want him to have the most carries. Let's be honest about that. But
no,
he might end up with that if he eludes pressure and tucks the ball and runs.
Yep.
But I don't want designed runs with Drake May. He's an elite passer at all levels. Probably the most elite with his deep ball in the league currently.
No doubt.
I mean. So
not probably.
We need to take advantage of that. We need to take advantage of that, and he's not scared of the defense.
Yes, sir.
Nobody on that offense is scared of the defense. They will do what they need to do to be victorious. But some caution is going to happen at certain times. I do hope, again, the game plan for the offense. I've talked about it. Every game this year. Josh McDaniels has to prove that he's great with this game, with his deception, with his problem creating for the defense. And if he doesn't, I mean, honestly, Wally, if he doesn't, we're not going to win. Like,
you haven't mentioned the defensive coordinator's name once this season. Not once have you mentioned the defensive coordinator's name.
No, it's Williams. It's Williams. He hasn't even been on the sidelines.
Exactly my point. You guys have no fucking idea because we mentioned the offensive coordinator, who's been by far our best part of our team has been our offense all season long. Yet all we do is talk about the offensive coordinator.
Well,
you can't even name the defensive coordinator.
Well, no, I just did. Zach Core.
It is. Yes.
That's not who the defensive coordinator is. That's not who's getting paid.
It really is.
He's calling the plays.
I know who's calling the plays, but that's not the defensive coordinator. He's the assistant, is he not?
No, you're right, Nate.
You're trying to tell me I don't know what's going on.
That's semantic.
It is semantics, but we're not talking about it because, again, as fanboys, I don't know why you guys aren't talking about their defense. You guys are all on Josh McDaniels' nuts.
No.
What the fuck? No, that's not what's happening.
History is this bullshit. You talk shit about him, we defend him.
I don't talk shit about him. I state the facts.
Every week you do.
I state the facts.
The best defensive coordinator,
and I omit
NFL is Josh McDaniels.
I omit the opinion that you guys share about him being the greatest. Like he hasn't. He honestly, with Drake May's success, which is amazing. Mm-hmm. I don't know why I don't think that he isn't the greatest. Because I watched the game and I'm wondering why things aren't happening the way they should be happening.
Because NFL football,
and yet Drake May is still successful.
In the world are playing each other. That's what happens.
I know the defense gets paid. I know the defense gets paid, but I don't see a pre-snap. I don't see enough deception to make sure.
Drake May is like just barely older than my son, and he's out there in the highest of pressures. doing what he does because Josh McDaniels is coaching him up. I don't know how you
Within
don't see that.
every conversation, this is very similar to how the podcast start. Within 5 minutes, you guys are going to be talking about fantasy football championships. When we start talking about the Patriots, within probably 3 minutes, you're going to bring up Josh McDaniels, then use it to club us as fanboys only because we're defending him from you trashing him in the beginning. Josh McDaniels is not the problem with his team. Josh McDaniels is a big part of the reason why we are where we are because of the chemistry between Josh McDaniels and Drake May. I would say that's the biggest reason. I mean, that's not fair. There's a lot of good reasons. I think that is a big factor.
I said Josh McDaniels coming back would be the reason that we are relevant again. And I said sneaky candidate. I thought Charlie Weiss Jr. might, but in my mind it was like, let's bring Josh McDaniels back. Let's remind the world Mac Jones had a good season under Josh McDaniels. Same thing under Kyle Shanahan. An offensive coordinator, an offensive mind matters for a quarterback. If you're going to give them a chance to like change the play, educate them and what they see on the defense. Josh McDaniels is second to none in doing that. And this weekend we'll see it because Houston is no joke. They are going to come at us. They are going to try to ravage us, and we'll see what happens.
Yep, 100% correct.
Yep, they're coming in there to crack our skulls, no doubt about
yes.
that. And so, who wants to pick first?
Oh, the game score?
Yeah,
I think I went first last week. I'd like to hear. Why don't you go first, Dave?
All right, I'm similar to what I had last
as the champion.
20 as the fantasy football champion,
the belt holder, and score picking champion.
And
let's not shortchange yourself.
Champion.
Wait.
From last week, though.
From our whole thing, is Nate the champion? From the whole ESPN.
No, I think you came out on first. I think you came out on first at first.
I don't know
that one, Nate. Chet.
That's weird. That's weird.
I'll look at it in a second. I'm going to go 21-14. Very simple.
Okay.
I think we'll win. Obviously, the Patriots win 24-17 or 24-14. 21-14. No, I just messed it up, but I'll keep it. 24-14.
You think 20? Okay.
Yeah. I think we'll get it. We need to have a touchdown from the defense and or the special teams.
All right.
That won't necessarily guarantee victory, but I think that definitely pushes us, into victory lane for sure. If we get
logical,
because I think our offense is going to prove everybody wrong. Let's just be honest. Our offensive line is not good right now. We are going against arguably the best front four that's left in the playoffs.
They're pissed off.
They won last week for a reason, and it was a big part was their defense. So. But we're not intimidated by that. I have faith that Josh McDaniels can take advantage of the aggressiveness of the defense and use that to his advantage and game plan such.
I like it.
Yep, I like it too. I can tell you how they're going to exploit it too. They're going to go 5 wide, and we're going to dink and dunk down the field the whole way. 3-step throws. Like this was the height of the Patriots offense with Tom Brady. And I think we're starting to operate at a high level. It's going to be like just little short slants, little curls, shit like that. We're going to get 5, 6, 7 yards out of crack over and over and over again. 5 wide. Keep them on their toes. 2010.
I say 17-13. But we're all the same. I love that.
17-13?
Wait, Wally, you think we're going to do this like the Josh McDaniels special, like the drop back, the 3-step drop back, boom, boom, boom. You think Drake May can do that?
I do. I think if we go 5 wide and just have our receivers like short and sweet and just like a 2-minute hurry up offense kind of thing, fast pace, keep them on their toes. I'd like to see that. Because we can't listen, that defense is going to get on him quick. Our offensive line is not playing well. Like, I don't want to see him getting getting creamed. And if we spread out wide, we have a chance to like pull the defenders out and leave more space for Josh for Drake May to have room to run if he needs to. Like boy, oh boy, I like it.
Okay.
You might be onto something. That's a surprise.
You might be, because
I
that's like
hadn't
a
thought
whole
of that.
different game plan that they're not ready for.
I mean, they haven't done that all year, so that would
Ever.
be honestly that would be Josh McDaniel-esque, as in running something from the dynasty era and then doing it again, but at a time when it's our greatest game has to be this weekend.
Has to be
that we've
Yep.
played from everybody throughout the season, every player, every coach. It's got to be their best game, and if we're all on board with that, that's what needs to happen in order for us to win. Not the greatest game ever, just the best game that they've played this year. That's it. That's all
This
that's
team,
required. Yeah. So, yeah, I have confidence. I have confidence in them for sure. I'm the high man this week. Wow, that's all right. I'm usually the low baller. All right. So we made the picks. Surprisingly, we all picked the Pats. No one's given the Texans a chance in this podcast.
We're
I'm pretty happy
fanboys. We're fanboys at heart.
We are, all of us. Just when the playoffs start for me.
Oh, are we in
I don't
fanboy
think
time?
we haven't picked against the Patriots in what, 15 weeks?
All year.
Yeah, I mean,
And nor
yeah,
should be. Nor should be.
Yeah, nor should we. All right, so the Eagles got bounced. They don't defend the title. You know, they led the league in 3-and-outs this season, and Jalen Hurts' performance against the 49ers. You know that Phillip Rivers faced the same defense and came off the couch, 45. He's our age, came off the couch, threw for more yards and more touchdowns against that same defense. And Jalen Hurts, Super Bowl quarterback, couldn't muster a win against them. That's kind of crazy, isn't it?
Yeah, I'm happy. Like they got their Super Bowl last year. Let's let somebody else win it.
No doubt. I'm glad they're out.
You cannot let Philly fans get too big of a head. Like, okay, they got their championship. Let's let them lose for a few years. Otherwise, they're just going to ram it down our throats.
Yeah.
Oh, Philly fans are the fucking worst.
Yeah.
They're just like us.
Anything
They're
about
just like us.
the other games?
I have a neighbor who's a Philly fan, and we agree that we're just like each other. And
Yeah.
That's it.
Just like each other. You guys are twins?
Yeah. I mean,
In your fanaticism? How do you
we're both obnoxious.
fanaticism? I don't know.
Obnoxious.
Obnoxious?
Yeah.
I wouldn't call you guys obnoxious. Is that okay, or would you want me to call you obnoxious?
I mean, you've
on
called
the
us
fanboy
fanboys all
side.
year long.
You call
Well, maybe that's my way of calling you
fanboy is
obnoxious. Technically, yeah,
I would
maybe
say
that is
synonymous. Fanboy,
Maybe that
obnoxious, synonymous.
Can we just touch on the rest of the games real quickly and just acknowledge what an amazing round of football that was? Like every other game besides ours was just like great game after great game after great game.
Last week,
fun to watch, competitive, back and forth. Last one to have the football wins the game. Like it was just fun to watch. It was nice to have a nice round of like competitive, fun football games.
It was. I think that it was fantastic. Like good for football in general, but lead changes in the fourth quarter. Are you kidding me right now?
How do you think the guy that was drafted ahead of Drake May did last week?
Caleb Williams?
Yeah.
Looked good.
Amazing.
Good.
That fourth down.
He was another one. Like he had a very hot and cold game. There were times where he looked terrible in that game, in that first half. But boy, oh boy, when it mattered, he looked good.
I don't think Drake May ever looked as bad as he did in the whole game.
I don't know. He looked pretty bad when he had those 2 fumbles in the first quarter. I was pretty. I wasn't calling him Caleb Williams, but I wasn't too happy. But Caleb Williams had the lowest completion percentage of any quarterback this weekend, but had the most yards.
Yep.
Kind of ironic.
Makes sense. No, it does make sense. It's like it's what happens. Like when you decide, like, are you going to be a baller, an alpha, or are you not? And that's when these guys decide to step it up.
Yeah.
The Green
Besides
Bay
the
Chicago
Pats,
rivalry could be a fun game for a fun rivalry for a few years. If Green Bay
yeah,
can
no.
rebuild around Jordan Love, that'll be a fun back and forth. Like they're very competitive
Yes, it's going to
and
be.
hate
I
each
don't
other.
think that's going anywhere. I don't even think they need to rebuild. They
It's still there.
Green Bay was missing their top defensive player who they drafted, or excuse me,
Yep.
who they traded
They
for, and
traded for
they
Micah
traded their
Parsons.
best.
Yep.
Yeah, they
Yep.
traded their best defensive player for him, so they were out two of their best defensive players most of the year because Micah Parsons was injured. So once he comes back, yeah, I don't. I have no doubt that they're going to be competitive. I want to make. I hope that Matt LaFleur's re-signed. That's something that needs to happen between now and next season. But if he's re-signed, I don't see any reason why those two teams aren't competing for their division and having that rivalry renewed, so to speak, or reinvigorated, especially with Ben Johnson's comments and talking smack and all that. Yeah. What game are you guys looking forward to besides the Patriots game this weekend?
I mean,
Rams.
obviously, selfishly, I'm looking forward to the Buffalo. I want because that has direct implications on us. The Buffalo Denver game is probably the one I'm most looking forward to. Otherwise,
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm thinking Rams. Like to Wally's point, yes, I'll watch that very closely on Saturday. But because I'm gonna go to the game on Sunday, oh,
Yeah, that's right. That's
it's
right.
just it's tough to be the last team to play because it's not like, oh, who would we play next? It's a big deal.
Yeah,
So the
I'm looking
Rams,
forward. The Rams, that's who you want to watch?
yeah,
Yeah.
I mean, who are you rooting for?
not the Rams.
Yeah,
Really?
I agree. I was really hoping they'd
You want
lose
the
the first
Bears to
round.
win?
Yeah, I want the Bears to win. I would love to see Caleb and Drake.
Oh, that'd be
That'd be
cool.
amazing.
That'd be very cool.
It would start a whole new era in the NFL.
Yeah.
Can I tell you how much of a fanboy I am? I still don't like the Rams because of how much of a grudge they hold over the initial Patriots teams, thinking we cheated.
Oh, like
Spygate.
Oh,
They do.
Spygate thing?
Marshall
greatest
Falk
show on
still
turf.
talks shit
Yeah.
about him. It feels like Kurt Warner always picks against the Patriots because they all hate us because they think we cheated against them.
We didn't. It was
No,
not
I
cheating.
agree. But I hold on to that grudge, and I dislike the Rams. Always have, and probably always will.
Yeah, I stand by that. I stand by that, and I will stand by that. And also, what happened 2018?
You tell me.
Tell us. Yeah,
Oh,
tell us.
I'm pretty sure the Patriots beat the Rams again.
Beat them.
Oh yeah.
We just beat the Rams. So what you're saying is you want the Rams in the Super Bowl?
That was 13-6, right? 13
Yeah,
to 6.
I want the Rams. Rams Patriots. Actually, you know what? I changed my mind. I want the Rams Patriots Super Bowl this year. MVP candidate versus MVP candidate, and then we go destroy it.
Yeah, that'd be nice. I'm looking.
But we have to get through this next week first, and I
That's
can't.
a good storyline.
It will be a good storyline. Yeah. Hopefully.
But I need them to win this weekend because
think-
I'll be there. Party
I
bus,
mean,
all that stuff.
Yeah, I don't know. If I were to pick a team, if we could just fast forward, I think I don't know. I think I'd want to see the Seahawks again as well.
Oh, yes. Okay. Yeah, because they would be so pissed off. And Sam Darnold's not that great.
Yeah. But
He's
another
not
good
Russell Wilson.
storyline would be if Purdy's injured and Mac Jones is
Woo!
quarterbacking for the 49ers.
That's not a good. That's a wet dream for us. Like that's best case scenario. Mac Jones in the Super Bowl. Thank you. Yes, please.
Or
Jack,
what
I know
about
you'll be conflicted about who to root for.
I
but
would
the
be
rest of us,
conflicted.
we root for the
I would not be conflicted about what team. I would want Mac Jones to have 435 yards, but we still win.
Against
That's
our
all.
defense in a Super Bowl. You'd
Yeah.
want him to throw for 400 yards against our defense in the Super Bowl.
As long as we still win, yes. If he throws 435 and he wins, then I hate him. I will find him myself.
Yeah.
But also Jimmy Garoppolo, 49ers. What about
Is he
that?
is he on the team? What do you mean?
Oh wait, no, Jimmy Garoppolo. Where's he at now?
He's with the Rams.
Okay, so Matt Stafford
Is he
goes
with the
down,
Rams?
Jimmy Garoppolo.
Yeah, I believe he's with the Rams.
So what about Jimmy
He's their
Garoppolo?
backup.
I believe so. Yeah, I'm about to look.
Oh, he is. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
Huh.
He's
He's questionable.
definitely not with the 49ers. Well, it's questionable whether he gets in as well. Like, I mean, he, he shouldn't be in. If he's going in, then the game's over. Like, Rams probably don't have a chance. But yeah.
They got some good wide
uh,
receivers. They got some
oh
real
man,
good wide receivers.
San
yeah.
Francisco.
No, the Rams.
The
Yes,
Oh
they
yeah.
Rams.
do.
Oh
Because my
yeah.
point is
Jesus
that
Christ.
it doesn't like. I mean, yeah,
Very envious.
they got some real
Very
good wide
envious.
receivers.
Yeah.
Well, Devontae Adams is good. He's not bad. Puka Nacua is okay.
I wouldn't
Only the
trade
best wide
Chisholm
receiver
for
in
him.
football.
I wouldn't trade Chisholm for him.
Yeah,
Just
never,
kidding.
never. Don't
Just
trade
kidding.
Chisholm for him. I would take
Uh,
Nacua all day long.
let's do a little forecasting. Like the
Let's do
season's
it.
not over, but if most of the majority of the teams are not playing, if we could get somebody to help us on offense or defense and use some of our draft assets to do that, is there somebody out there that you would just love and are salivating at having that person on our team?
You
And
talking right this
again,
second or next season?
next season, because we
Oh,
can't do anything. We have the players that we have, but we want to upgrade next year, right? So, and we want to. There's no doubt about it. We have a quarterback that is in their rookie contract that is outperforming their contract. That's
yeah.
when we need to
Well, is it okay if
maximize
I go first?
the talent.
Yeah, please, please.
Yeah, George Pickens is easy. AJ
Wow.
Brown. George Pickens, AJ Brown, Patriots next year. Easy. They get because what happens is these wide receivers like, okay, who's the quarterback? Drake May is first or second MVP candidate. That's how it works. Like they will come over here because they're gonna make more money. Because they're gonna get like if I get
So
30 receptions.
you're saying, sorry, I want
No,
to
go ahead.
clarify the question. Tell me who you want, but also give me the way that we're gonna somehow acquire them. Like,
Oh, we have the biggest cap space in the NFL right now. So
neither one of those guys are free agents, though. Or wait,
wait, yes,
George?
they are.
I don't think so. I don't think
Well, George Pickens for
George
sure.
Pickens is not, and AJ Brown or George Pickens is, AJ Brown is not.
Oh, AJ Brown hates the
I mean, if
Eagles.
they're
So
both free agents, then yes, well, I want to spend some money on them.
all right,
But
then back up. George Pickens for sure from Dallas.
yeah,
Bring him in. You still have Stephon Diggs for 2 more years. Like, let's go.
yeah. Wally, do you have anything, or you want me to go?
I'm looking up free agents right now. There's that linebacker in Philly. I think we've done well with Philly free agents. And I'd like to steal another one, Zach Bond. I think if we can get ourselves like a real solid linebacker, a run stuffing linebacker that can drop it, like something like that that we can put in the middle of our defense, I'd be pretty happy with that. We need to continue to develop our offensive line. And again, I don't know who the top free agents are, but I'd like to get another. We're going to have to replace Morgan Moses on the right side at some point. So draft another big tackle. I'd be happy with that. You can't go wrong. You got to add as many bodies as you can because that continued to be a weak spot this year. I hear what you're saying about wide receivers, and I'm just so hesitant to bring in big name wide receivers. I kind of like our hodgepodge unit. They've been overachieving all year. And I don't know what the dynamics of bringing in a guy like a Pickens or somebody like that and what they demand or what they want. Like, I kind of like our offensive wide receivers personally.
Love it. But your head coach is Mike
I want
Vrabel.
an addition. Yeah, I want some additions. So I'd love to see. Man, I'm not saying the Raiders are going to offload to get more draft picks because they have the first round, they might want to do that. But I'd love to see on my radar is an elite tight end. Like I would love to see. I like Hunter Henry. Great. He's not elite. He's probably well rounded, but I want an elite pass catching tight end to go with what we already have. I'm not saying Henry sits the bench because of this dude. I still want to get all the money that we're willing to pay him on the field, but I'd love to see us get deeper at tight end and then potentially also get a wide receiver. Pickens wasn't on my radar. AJ Brown potentially, but I think Vrabel has a good idea whether that's really a good idea or not. We'll find out if we pursue him. I trust his opinion on that player specifically because he coached him. So I wouldn't want Pickens. That's not something that I want to deal with. I think best case scenario with Diggs is what happened this year. Like I'm not really sure if he was humbled or he just, again, it's a new scene, so he's not low key everything, but he's just kind of chilling, so to speak. He's not being the diva wide receiver that we thought he was going to be. But I'd love to see those two dudes on the Raiders. I wouldn't mind having for any draft assets is Max Crosby or Brock Bowers. Like I'd love to see us somehow.
Max
I'd love to
Crosby.
see us somehow make a splash like that. Max Crosby would, again, he's paid a lot of money and he would be owed a lot of money. And I'm not sure if that we could do that for that reason, but we might be able to spread, if we wanted to spend that amount of money, we might be able to spend that on more wisely, so to speak, not on another defensive player, because we could draft and probably develop a DN that would be fairly productive. Not a Max Crosby, but now if it were Myles Garrett, sign me up for that. Get that dude in a Patriots uniform.
Yeah.
But
can we do a special?
I also like the tight end in Arizona, Trey McBride.
Yes, he's great.
Yeah, he's good.
He's still on a rookie contract. If we could throw some draft picks at Arizona, who will probably draft a quarterback this year, but they have a top wide receiver. I think they see their offense as being set, but you never know. They might want to again draft the quarterback that they think they have, settle for a tight end that's a pass catching and a better pass blocking tight end, and then dump. I shouldn't say dump, but they're going to have to pay him at some point. So if they don't think that they want to pay him what he believes he's worth, dump him now and then draft another in the next couple of years. But I'd love to see, again, I want an elite pass catching tight end, just like Brady had most of his career. He had somebody in the tight end slot that was just elite.
Ben Watson.
Yeah.
I think
a lot of them were well rounded as well, but even Hernandez.
Was Gronk any good?
Gronk was okay.
Okay. Just checking.
He's a Hall of Fame tight end. I mean, yes, he's very good. It's funny because I watch highlights and it's just like he's like a bear running down the field. He just he doesn't look like. And again, it's on a professional stage where everyone around him is a professional as well. So he looks like a bear running down the field.
He does.
I know if he were running next to me, that's what I would look like. But I mean, it's crazy how elite he is when you watch, and when you just watch him move on the field. It's not like he doesn't do elite things. He's just he's literally out there stomping his feet in the ground.
If I'm out there trying to tackle him, he would destroy my body. I'd have a broken shoulder. I'd have a detached ligament, and my pride would be hurt.
Yeah. Yeah.
Against Gronkowski.
So,
Walter, what are you thinking? I see you thinking. What are you thinking?
No, I think a big tight end would be perfect. I like our tight end. I think Hunter Henry's a damn good tight end, but I wouldn't mind to get great pass catching tight end. Yeah, I agree
love
with that.
Hunter Henry.
I
I'm a
think at
Hunter
90 to
Henry
100
fan.
catches. Yeah, me too.
That's all
Me
we
too.
need.
No, I don't want.
We need Hunter
I
Henry.
don't.
That's it.
I want additions only. I'm not trying to get rid of anybody. If
Yeah.
if
I like
there's a
it.
better tight end, if we can get a better tight end than Hunter Henry, that makes us better because we can.
Yeah.
I'd love us to run 2 and 3 tight end sets. And like,
George Kittle,
nah, he's coming
done.
off of Achilles. We don't
He's
want
done.
anything to do with that.
You want Diggs back?
Yeah, I want everybody back. Absolutely. Diggs is under contract, isn't he?
I think it's an out clause after this
Yeah,
year, maybe.
it's a weird one. It's like a he can
I think it's a
Yeah,
it's
but
a 1 year
he
deal,
signed
right?
a 3. Well, he signed a
but
3-year deal, didn't he?
he could bail after this year easy.
Well, that's
Or
I mean,
we
if he
could.
wants to, obviously, but
Or we
I
could
want to
bail
keep him.
easy too.
I want to keep him. If he doesn't want to be there, then we'll see you later. But
But
all
there's a
right.
whole strangulation situation.
Oh yeah.
That's the part
I
that's like, oh god damn it! Like next year, maybe not.
That
I
could
mean,
drop at any time, like AFC Championship game. Sorry,
I didn't
Sorry,
have
he's
any
a piece of
your
shit.
best
reservations.
wide receivers out.
I
Yeah.
didn't have any reservations about what the type of player, the type of person he was. We all know the type of player he is. I think
Yeah.
we all also knew the type of person he is, and we were just
No, I didn't. No, I did
hoping
not
that
know
that
he
shoe
would
didn't hit the
strangulate
ground.
some girl. I don't think I knew that. Like, I don't
He
like
has a
that.
history. He has a history of domestic violence. So
He did.
yeah, yes,
Well, that's my bad.
yes, pretty much everywhere he's been. But again,
Fuck that
I'd
guy.
like to see him in a uniform. So all right. So Dante Moore was the quarterback for Oregon. He lost badly against Indiana. Didn't have a good game. He decided to commit and come back to college. He also has the awareness. I hope I'm going to say it's the awareness to see that the number 1 draft pick is probably Mendoza, who he lost to, and the number 2 pick would potentially be him because the Jets picked number 2. Do you think he decided to go back to college? Because he's the projected to be the number 2 pick by Mel Kiper, like, and a bunch of other people. There isn't much higher that you can go. So why, like, why wouldn't you go? Like, I don't. He can only fall. Literally, he has a better chance of falling than being number 1 next year. Like, that's the truth. That doesn't mean he doesn't fall to number 10, but again, like, he's not going to fall to the second round.
Well,
But
Zach Wilson,
number 2
Sam
pick.
Darnold.
What kind of NIL money is he going to get?
Well, that's the thing is, is it a combination? Is it NIL? He's probably going to get like up near 5 to 6 million to return.
Okay, so less than he would in the NFL, but still, I mean, that takes the immediacy off it, right? You're making $6 million to be in college. Like, I get it. Like, I don't know. I understand what you're saying, and I probably would agree with you, Nate, because he only has something to lose. But if you can still make $6 million, hang out with all your buddies, be the king shit. I don't know. There's something to be said for
One more
that.
year. Yeah, one more year with that sounds great.
But do you think it's because of the New York Jets? I thought I
do.
literally looked at
Who
it
the
and like,
fuck wants to go to the New York Jets? They're terrible.
What? Yeah, they're terrible. It's a joke of a franchise. I can't imagine anybody would.
I wouldn't want
because
to.
I
That's
mean,
when
if you
quarterbacks
look
go to
at it,
die.
yes, he's going to make 6 million this year. But rookie contracts, when you're drafted top 3, man, we're literally looking at a 4-year guaranteed 5 million a year, and he can't like is
Well, there you go. So you can make more money staying in college.
for the 1 year. He's
Easy.
only got
Yeah.
one more
Yeah, but
year.
that contract
But
will
fair
stay.
enough.
If you think
1 year.
you're the best quarterback, that money will still be there next year. Like, if you have that kind of faith in yourself, you're taking a pay cut to go pro, and you can stay in college and be with all your buddies and be big dingling on campus.
I take that all day. I take that all day.
Do you think there's an insurance policy that if he doesn't get drafted and paid that money next year when he declares and he's
Of course.
drafted into the NFL, that he Or let's say again, let's
There's
say
some vultures
let's
that made that thing happen where there's an insurance policy for sure. We're like, hey,
well,
by the way,
how are those vultures? How are they vultures?
they're businessmen. That's what they do. They're not vultures, but like they're businessmen. Every businessman is looking at like, okay, where's the money? Here it is. I'll find a way. And they're probably telling him like, hey, if you don't get drafted, we got you. We got $10 million policy insurance because he's paying them
I
a
would
bunch.
bet their insurance policy is more like if you blow out your knee, like he's got insurance. I
Ah,
bet he's got taken on
Yeah.
insurance on his like
No, that's
if
what
he
I
has
mean.
arm issue or something happens. I wouldn't be shocked. I don't know what the premiums for something like that would cost, but at 600,000 at $6 million a year, like boy, it'd be tempting, right? It'd be I think, but I don't know what I have no concept what that baseline cost would be. Are you talking 100,000 a year? Are you? I have no idea. I have no idea.
Yeah, I
It'd be a
don't
good
know
question.
either.
I'd have to know what those numbers were before I would make a guess on that.
that's
But it wouldn't be
high.
a bad
The
investment.
sec
It
the
wouldn't be a bad
second
investment.
the second that you stand up as quarterback for a team in college, you're a starting quarterback, I'm sure the insurance is a big deal.
Yeah. I mean, I just wonder what the motivating factors are. I get, to us, 6 million, that's generational money. Like that's that'll last a while for most people. $6 million, like no doubt about that. But he again, the opportunity that he has in front of him is to make, 4 or 5 times that. Or
Yep.
we'll say at a minimum three, because he's not going to get 6 million a year as a number two, but he'll get close to that as the contract. I think it's a 5 year with or a 4 year with an option of a fifth. So, and then that fifth is structured around at the time of the extension. It's structured around how much other quarterbacks make. So at the time when they accept the extension. So I mean, again, it's not a guarantee, but it's that I don't know. That's like I have this winning lottery ticket, but I also have the numbers to the next winning lottery ticket. Which one do I do? like, uh, man, I don't know. That's it's crazy to think about. And I wonder what influenced him. Like again, did his parents come to him like, "Hey, if you take half of your NIL signings, put it on an insurance policy that says that if you're not drafted in the top five, then you know, it pays out twice of what you put in. So it pays out $6 million, so you make your money back. And is somebody gonna insure that? But within that clause, it's also if I blow out my knee and don't get drafted, then the payout goes up, because I'm putting down $3 million on the premium. So yeah, I don't know. I just wonder what his circle around him is telling him, because it makes like, don't you think? Even though the Jets are terrible, the team's terrible, as a player, don't you he I feel like he's accomplished what he set out to, and he doesn't have much more to accomplish in college. So therefore he needs to have elite level trainers to get him to the next level. And I don't know if that's where he's currently at in school. That's why you go to the next level, because you focus on your craft 24/7. You don't have to go to school. You don't have to worry about other things. And like, I don't know. I would think that you would want to move to that next level as soon as you can. And it's not like people are questioning where he fits in the first round. It's like he's a top three, man. Like, I don't know. I don't know. All right, MVP. You guys already know your picks. How do you,
Yep.
as we get closer, do you see any? Are you hearing anything that's different? Is it moving closer towards May, or is it
No,
everyone
Matt
picking?
Stafford will be the MVP, but it should be me. Bothers
Yep.
me. It bothers me.
Does it?
Yeah, it does.
Yeah.
I mean, we've had this debate. I think it should be May as well, but Stafford has the better numbers, the better yards and touchdowns, the flashy numbers. He has far better supporting cast, but it is what it is.
No, actually, the truth is, the only thing Stafford has is touchdown passes. That's it. Most of them from the 1 yard line.
I mean, he's got more passing yards too.
May has the better numbers in every other situation.
No, Stafford had considerably better passing yards.
Yeah.
Look it up, Nate. Look it up.
I think it was like a substantial amount, 600 to 800 maybe.
We'll see.
We will see.
Now, total yards, it might be close because May had almost 500 rushing yards this year. What did he end up with rushing?
I'm not sure.
Oh, I can tell you that.
This is the good news. Like when people vote now, they have to their votes are in public. So it involves like all the stats, everything. You have to vote based on that, and your vote's public. I like that.
You like that? You like that?
Are you Kirk Cousins?
So Josh Allen has the most rush yards. I think we knew that for a quarterback.
Yep.
Justin Herbert is second. Jackson Dart. I don't know if that's right. Yeah, it's saying it's right. Yeah, Jackson Dart rush for more yards. Drake May's next, but yeah. 450. Jackson Dart. Jackson Dart 487. I was supposed to look up passing yards. Sorry.
Total passing right here. Yards. Stafford
is number 1. Drake May's 4.
Yep.
That's all that you need to know. Dak Prescott threw more passing yards than he did. Damn, that's sad. He was also behind in a lot of games.
The whole idea of an MVP is like you drive your team towards. This is why we love Josh Allen. You drive your team towards a victory, even though the rest of them can't do it.
Yeah.
Are you telling me Drake May hasn't done that?
No, I mean, again, his completion percentage alone, it's like that's an NFL record, right? NFL record for quarterbacks, beating the previous GOAT who led us through a dynasty. Like
his name's Tom Brady. Absolutely,
he's that guy. He's literally 10% passing percentage points ahead of Matthew Stafford in that category.
Yep.
But again, I don't know. You can't. 46 touchdowns, man. That's
hard to overlook.
That's exceptional. It's hard to overlook.
That is exceptional. I get that.
Yeah. He took less. I mean, he was on a better team too. There's no doubt about that.
That's the idea. That's what MVP is. Like you build up your team.
Yeah. No, my argument for Drake May was that if you take both of them off, what team falls farther, and the Patriots would probably be drafting in the top 3, and the Rams would be in the playoffs. So
we saw it. We had Bailey Zappi and we had Mac Jones.
Yeah. All right,
boys. It's getting late.
I get it.
School night.
I get it. We're all there, but like,
you're going to school, Wally?
So you two?
No, school. It's all the same.
What I heard is you two are coming up to the party bus on Sunday.
I wish. That's gonna be so much fun, Chet. You guys must be excited.
I am excited. I'm very excited.
How do you do with the tickets? Did you ask for them? Like, was there consideration of selling them?
I already have season tickets, so it's like one of those things where like, yep, done.
But you split them. So how do you two decide? Like,
oh, that guy's in Atlanta. He can never go.
Oh boy, good.
Yeah.
So you have your pick. Could you have gone last week if you wanted to as well?
Yep.
What?
And if we end up against Buffalo in the AFC Championship, can you go to that one as well?
Yep.
Holy shit, Jeff.
And I will spend the money. I will spend the money to get a party bus again. I will not go in a car. because
gonna
I
be awesome.
understand that creates so much stress for people. It is so bad. You go there, you have a cookout, great, but then leaving, getting there, the traffic, never good. So I just go in a limo. That's what I do.
Yeah. Hey, do we want to be in Santa Clara for the Super Bowl or?
Maybe if we have a limo.
I mean, if we get there and we all decide to go, I'll get a limo. I'll pay for that thing. I'll pay
Okay,
for it.
Yeah.
yes. And the answer is yes.
All
All
right,
we'll need is an
let's.
extra about 10,000 for us to go there, get a hotel room, get into the game. It probably costs us about 10 G's.
We can do it.
Think so?
I don't know. What do you
Yeah.
think tickets going to go
No,
for?
no.
I
All I
don't know.
know
I
is
hope it's not 10 G's though. I mean,
I
I
bet you
only want to
hotels
spend
are
like
like
300. I only want to spend 300 on a hotel.
well,
Like,
you're in the wrong group, man. If that's what you want to spend, that's not going to happen. It's
oh,
got to
you
be
guys
like
need the suite? You guys,
I don't need
we've
it.
all
I just don't.
slept.
I think in a Super Bowl town, holy Christ, everything's going to be like so
it's
expensive.
like nuts.
It might be.
Even this weekend where I'm going, like the party bus was like I saw it and I was like, oh, last time I took a party bus for like a random game where we're gonna lose, it was like half the price.
Yeah. All right. Last question
Wally,
for y'all.
Wally,
I'm all ears.
rethink it. Just come to the party bus and then maybe you guys hang out there and then I give you my ticket. You go in with Sabrina and
Oh,
then
no. Don't be silly. I'm gonna be looking for you on the big screen. I'll be sitting at home watching. Very excited. I think Jeff might come up. You go and have fun. I cannot wait to watch the game. And hopefully I see you. I want to see you cheering loud.
yo,
Loud.
I'll be cheering loud like a
I'll
motherfucker.
be
Don't
looking
you
for
worry.
you too. I'll be
Don't you
looking
worry.
for you too. All right, I got one
We
last
get a song
question
of the
for
week.
y'all.
We get a song of the week.
Oh, you want to do that? I don't have one.
Oh, I got one.
What is it?
It's
So
by
hold
Bastille.
on. Let's back up just a second. So one thing along with this, if we all want to have songs and we all want to do that, that's okay. But even if it's just one person, if it's not me that's doing the vibe of the week, then you need to send the information or the link to the YouTube video in
Um,
the group chat. And I'd also love for you to post it, share and post and provide that link potentially in the comments.
oh, my bad.
No, it's not your bad. I did it for you this week. I'm just saying.
Oh, thank you.
But send it in the group chat because I said that last week. Send it in the group chat so that because I mean I think I hear you guys right, and then when I search it, I just want to make sure that it's the right one. And if there's different versions of it, like I like a lot of collabs as they call them these
Get
days.
that.
So
Get that.
all right, sorry. What's the vibe of the week?
So, on the party bus, we listed Blue Painter in the Sky by Bastille.
That's an old song, right?
Like maybe 3 years or so. And we listened to it the first time, and my family was vibing to that. We love it.
Bastille is the Bastille.
Yep.
Okay.
Blue Painter in the Sky. And the
I
Sky.
think I've
Blue
heard it.
Painter in the Sky.
I'm pretty. Or maybe I'm thinking Lucy in the Sky. Is that even a song?
That's not the one.
Lucy in the sky
Yeah.
with diamonds.
Yeah, I think
No, that's not the
I'm
one.
thinking of
That's
that.
definitely not the one.
I think I'm thinking of that. Mine should be like Sweet Caroline or something because it's the playoffs, but
Well,
I don't know.
that's baseball.
It is baseball. I know.
No.
All right. I don't have a vibe of the week. I might change that, but do you have anything, Wally? No, just your pizza tapes was good last week. I like that song.
You guys listen to it?
Yeah. Hell
I
yeah.
did. Yeah.
Great song.
Great
I
song.
posted links to them in the
Burn.
the post that I did.
Bird.
Yeah, you should like and share it, Wally. It was posted a few days ago, just so you know.
Just because you posted didn't mean you listened to it. I was just asking
I
you
did
listen to it.
listen. I did. Yes, I did. I
All right.
remember listening to it, and I was thinking of you and your beautiful voice singing it for us. I was like,
You're
oh
welcome
yeah,
for that too.
that's the song. That's the song. That's the one. I copy and
Shady
pasted that
Grove,
link.
my love. Shady Grove, my darling. Shady Grove, my love. Sorry.
Thanks for
Perfect.
that.
That was great. That
All
was
right,
great.
I got one last question for you.
What we got?
What's the difference between a well-dressed man on a unicycle and a poorly dressed man on a bicycle?
A wheel.
Is it? Or is it a tire? That's the dad joke of the week. Thanks for getting on, y'all. I'm glad we could get this done. You guys have the weekend to yourselves. Kiss and hug your loved ones. I appreciate y'all coming on. Love y'all. Smash the like button, smash the share button with the content. I love y'all. Later.
Great stuff. That's great stuff.